Like a boxer with no technique, we got some ultimatums. Hello everyone, welcome to BayernNow, 2 minutes early, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. Bayern are looking at Éder Militão. Woo! And we're in the DFB Pokal round of 16. Yeah. Okay, we're looking at him to replace Alaba and to potentially bolster the squad, which would entail he's an alternative to Upamecano. Upamecano is top of our list. And then there's Éder Militão. He's the next Sergio Ramos. Real Madrid fans would be so pissed off. And that's why this transfer would be perfect. Honestly, someone asked me about this 2 days ago. And I thought, oh, what? No way. That's never going to happen. And now we're hearing about it. So, according to Mario Corda, whatever his name is, some other people, Go and Spox, they're saying that Bayern have joined the list of teams that have inquired about the future of Real Madrid's defender, Éder Militão. Bayern have contacted the 22-year-old's agent, but a specific offer has not yet been made. A move in January is highly unlikely. Bayern are assuming that Alaba will join Real Madrid. Dayot Upamecano is considered number one option to replace the Austrian. However, the club is also considering other alternatives. One of them is Militão. So that's the transfer news. That's the transfer story. Now, first of all, he wears the number 3. You know what that means. Actually, I don't know what that means. No, I don't know what that means. But he's a very good player. I mean, this guy, for me, I watched maybe 30, one of those clips like, oh, look how good Éder Militão is at Real Madrid. I watched one of those clips. He actually looks very decent, aggressive defender. He's like a right-footed version of Lucas Hernandez. He can play right back. Maybe that's why we want him. Right back. Because he can play the position. He's okay at it. If you look at his strengths, he's an okay right back. He's not going to give you... He's 6'1". He's like a right back that's a center back. He's Pavard, but better. He's an upgraded version of Pavard. He's a Pavard that can be world-class. There you go. The Pavard we have can't be world-class. It's impossible for him. Uncle Benjamin Herbert, he's not going to do it. But Éder Militão can do it. Guys, I need a haircut, man. I need a haircut. Pavard is better at right back. That's not... My dead grandma is better than Pavard at right back. she could at least pass over. By pass over, I mean she's dead. She passed away. But you know what I mean. She could pass away more than Pavard. And according to some people... some Australian club, New Zealand club. They just left the Club World Cup, so I guess it's up to us. We're already in the semifinals, so we played 2 matches. I thought we played like 4, but it makes sense why it's only 11 days, because it's just that short period. Yeah, it makes sense. So next month, the Club World Cup's coming home. Bayern lost. Oh, you know, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge just said something that got me weird, okay? It had me feeling a little bit complicated. He said something very weird. And by the way, Goretzka and Coman, they're back with the team. Here's what Karl-Heinz said. No, he said this. He said this about our Pokal exit. The team, the coach, and the coaching staff will now have to show that what happened was an accident. He's saying that essentially the next game, the whole team has to show that this was an accident. Kyle, you're the reason we had to buy Bonasa. You're the reason we don't have a competent right back. Not just him specifically, but you know, he's part of the blame too. Here's my little graph for handing out blame, right? Look, I have a graph for who should get the blame for the match we drew. So, you take 100%. So, that's 100%. Let me write this. Hold on. Look, this is really important, guys. Okay. All right. Look. That's 100%, right? Let's say there were 50 people that were connected to Bayern in the stadium. So, you divide 100% by 50. Yeah, I'm sure there were around 50. Our team, the players, there were about what? Aren't there usually 19 or 22 players? Something like that. And then the coaching staff, and then the board. So everyone that's involved with Bayern is in the stadium. So 100%. So everyone will end up getting 2% of the blame. That's how I think. That's how I think about it. 2% of the blame. You take 100% of the blame, and then you divide it by how many Bayern-related people were in the stadium. That includes the board members, the coaching staff, the players. Everyone gets 2% of the blame. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. So I don't know what Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. I mean, it's also his fault because, I mean, we didn't buy a competent striker. We bought Choupo-Moting when we needed to buy a real one. We didn't buy a competent right back when we needed to buy a real one. So, hey, he also can take 2% of the blame, as I've divided. We are back to where we belong, top of the table. Aren't we always talk? Oh, man, it's Man United fan. Oh, come on, Sachin, relax. Real was not going to sell him. I think if he goes, it'll be a loan. Well, I was thinking he'd be a loan. Yeah, I would take Militão for a few months, and then we just sign Upamecano anyways. That's what I'm thinking would happen. I'd love to sign him for the next 5 months, and then Alaba will leave. So before Alaba leaves, we still have a competent player that can maybe offer something different, especially to that right back position. But then there are people saying, well, why don't we just play Chris Richards? To which I'll go, yeah, I agree. Why don't we just play Chris Richards? Because we need a right back. He played right back well against Hertha Berlin. Why not just continue doing that? But Bayern Munich will always try to complicate it. Good relationship, FC. We have a great relationship, a splendid relationship with Real Madrid. And for some reason, we abuse that. We always loan some of their players. We always sell our players to them and then get like a grandpa. You know, we sold Toni Kroos and got Xabi Alonso. We sold them a young, up-and-coming, almost world-class player and got that old version of Xabi Alonso. It's fine, okay? Real Madrid they're slightly better. I mean, we took Odriozola from them. Now, granted, he won the Champions League. But what did he really do here? He also delayed some of our younger players. I miss Odriozola because I know for sure he's better than Bonus. I know for a fact. We got Odriozola from Real Madrid, and we got Bonus from Olympique Marseille. Odriozola is better than Bonus, just saying. And we spent no money on Odriozola. We could have just kept him on an extra year and looked for a real right back. Odriozola's crap. He can't cross. No, you're a Real Madrid fan. Okay, that's what you're saying. But I'd rather take Odriozola than have Bonasa. That's a fact. There's nothing. Ramos was suspended. Well, we have the next Sergio Ramos here. He's coming. Éder Militão. Éder military, man. He has the military weapons. Éder military. Yeah, he's coming home. The only question is he really so good? Because if he's really like Ramos, he'll be our two-second shot after Robin to Real. I don't know what that means. He's good. He's okay. He's a good right back. He's a good left back. Or not left back, center back. Two positions. He's versatile. He's a better version of Pavard. But I personally want a solidified right back or a solidified center back. So, I'm okay with versatility, but I think we need someone that's just going to stick in one position to stay there like a magnet, man. Like a magnet. Just be a center back, be a right back. I'm okay with versatility, but I'd rather prioritize speciality, right? I'd prioritize you being good in one position at a world-class level over you just playing multiple positions at an okay level. You know what I mean? Like Pavard is an okay player in every position he plays. So wouldn't we want someone that's just a special right back or a special center back? Upamecano was a special center back. In my opinion, we need a special right back. If we're buying Militão to be both a right back and a center back, he's not going to be very special either. You know, he's a better utility player. They spent $50 million on him. I mean, he does. I'm saying it like he can't be world class. He can, but I just think I don't think we are necessarily in great need of his service, if that makes any sense. Now we need a center back. Zula and Boateng are average. Don't say Zula's average. You forgot Alaba, the number one most average. He's below average. He's a negative 50 degrees. That's what's happening with Alaba. No, Alaba's is average. Niklas Zula had a season where he was one of the best in the world. I don't want to hear anything about that. And when he gets back into form, all of you will be saying, George, he's so good. You told us so. We shouldn't have judged him so quickly into a season. Oh, George, you know more ball than the rest of us. And I'll just go, yeah, you're right. You're not wrong there. You're not wrong. I can't wait for Niklas Süle to prove you all wrong, calling him average. You know what average means? Average means you just can't be good. You know, there's nothing good about you, and then at the same time, nothing bad. That's what average means. You're just in between, like a middle class family. You don't make enough money to go on vacation every other week, and you also don't make, too less of money. Is that English? To be, you know what I mean. So you're just in the middle. So no, Niklas Süle is not average. I don't want to hear it, man. Like Alaba's average. Like I can agree with that. Boateng's average. Boateng's average because he plays well every 10 games. Like one game he'll play like a rock at the back. He'll just get some crazy pace. I mean, there was a game where he was one of our fastest players. And then the next game he's out here lunging into tackles. I don't know. It's odd how Boateng plays. When Ramos is suspended or he has injuries, it's always Varane's fault. Why Real is losing and he doesn't have leadership. He can't be a leader at defense. Yeah, Rafael Varane is a bum. He is crap. Varane is the worst player at Real Madrid. He is so bad. But in FIFA 21, this guy is just impossible to play. He's impossible to break down, man. Varane is hard. Oh, Leon Dejaku to Union Berlin is a done deal. Official announcement expected soon. 20 million euro? Wait, is that a permanent? Nah, it's a loan deal, right? It has to be a loan deal. Lothar Matthäus also has a lot of opinions about Bayern. Opinions. Who likes those? Wait, Stefan Bax, Alex Newbell's agent. I'm in regular contact with Brazo. Everything is fine. The whole thing is planned as a long-term project. You know, I feel bad for Newbell because he joined Bayern with the good faith that he would add something to us. And this guy doesn't play. I mean, I would have played him in the cup, maybe just to give him time. Oh, shoot, we lost that game. So maybe it was a little bit more important than to play him there. So, Lothar Matthäus, I have to criticize Bayern's buying policy a bit. With Philip Coutinho, Thiago, and Ivan Perisic, you lost 3 players. They were, of course, important players. They were always there and brought the necessary quality with them. With many new signings, it may take a certain amount of time to get going, or the quality may simply not be there to say. They make the tip. Oh, Lothar has so many. His balls are big, man. Look at what he's saying. What I read from that is that he's pretty much saying either our new signings need too much time to fit in, or they don't have any ability at all. Because he's saying, or the quality may simply not be there to say. They make the difference. You knew from the start it would be a long and difficult season with lots of games. I think that the depth of the squad in terms of quality is not set up in such a way that you can go through rotation and maintain the quality. Exactly. The gap in difference when Robert Lewandowski comes off and it's Choupo-Moting coming in. The gap in quality is Tony Starkering. It is huge. It's big. Bigly. Nah, seriously. Pavard to Bonassar. How can you get worse than Pavard? But Bonassar does. It's so crazy. I mean, at left back we have Lucas, Davies, Alaba. Yeah, we got 3 players there. 2.5 players. Lucas, Alaba, and half Lucas, Davies, and half Alaba. His head's at Real Madrid and his body's at Bayern. But you got 2.5 players at left back. You got 1, Lucas Hernandez at left center back. Alaba doesn't play for us in my head. You got Niklas Süle. We have quality at center back, depth, but at right back we're crap. In midfield, if Kimmich goes, we're dead. God forbid we control the tempo of the game for more than 60% of it. That's our issue. We just can't keep the quality. Kimmich goes, no quality. Tolisso replacing Kimmich. Oh, that's so off. That's offside, man. Like Gnabry's goal the other day. there's a lack of concentration. Perhaps it's also because of the high levels of stress, because of the many games last year, and there was little break. You don't have to change the system now. Only the position of this system should perhaps be moved a little further back so that there's not 30 or 35 meters of space. I don't know what meters. Space between Neuer. Is that yards? Yeah. I think it's the same thing. And the back four for the opponent to exploit, which is where they keep playing. Exactly. Teams just hit us on the long ball. Lothar Matthäus is absolutely correct. Muy correcto. Atletico Madrid lost to a third division team. Shula's being criticized so much for no reason. He isn't that bad as people describe him. Absolutely. People just can't stop, man. You can't stop. You can't stop saying these things. When Niklas Süle is back in form and he's proving you all wrong, you're all going to feel stupid. You're all going to feel unimportant. It's happening, okay? Of course he's out of form. But I don't hear this amount of... When everyone was saying Alaba was out of form, everyone was constantly making an effort to defend Alaba and justify his terribleness. There's still people now that can come out and say Niklas Süle didn't play well, but then at the same time they simultaneously defend Alaba. It's weird. So I hope my son, the great white German shark, can come back and prove you all wrong, put a slap on your face. He was our right back, our best right back this season, just saying. So we'll see. And he scored like twice in a row to win us games and put us in drawing positions. He was important, okay? One game, people are already complaining. People have their expectations through the roof. I don't get it. Isn't Zirkzee going to go to Everton because Frankfurt got Jovic? Yeah, I noticed on Instagram. Man, I'm starting to care less and less about social media, but I'm not really connected. I just noticed it this morning. I was like, why is this guy going to... Or why am I seeing Jovic on Transfermarkt? He went to Frankfurt. That's weird. You spent 2 years at Real Madrid, wasted your time. I don't know why players do this. You have Joelinton, yeah, that guy. You have him and Rebic and Luka Jovic. My question is, why do players think it's just good for their careers to move to a team like Real Madrid or just look at Joelinton. He's at Newcastle, right? The guy barely plays. Or am I talking about Sebastian Haller? Well, speaking of him, he barely plays. Why are you leaving your club that's winning trophies? Frankfurt were winning. You can ask the same thing about Niko Kovac because he just left them. But seriously, your club, you have an environment, you have teammates that support you. Why don't you grow? Why players think, oh, I need to move to Real Madrid when I'm 19, when I'm 20. No, move to Real Madrid when you're 25. That's how you really become a legend. Look at Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo went to Real Madrid when he was like, what, 28? He was in his prime when he moved to Real Madrid. He was already doing things at a big level, at a world-class level. I think he already won a Ballon d'Or too. Cristiano Ronaldo is a perfect example of a player that waited till his time came before he made a move to a big club. But players like Jovic and Haller and Joelinton, they just keep moving to clubs so early for no reason. I don't get it. They need to stop that. Go copy Ronaldo's example. He moved to Real Madrid at the age of 24. Come on, do that more often. Why do players move at 19, 18, 17? Stay at your club for 5 years. It annoys me. 73 million in Frankfurt's pockets. Yeah, it's weird. Flicks will say that we don't put pressure on that ball. Well, I think we put too much pressure on the ball. Our pressing is good for the first 40 minutes of the game, but it can be tiring, especially you're playing 3 games every week. People don't realize how much running takes on you. Most of the time, you don't lose any energy by dribbling and being on the ball, but the majority of the game you spend not having the ball. Each player has an average of maybe 30 touches a game. Yeah, I mean, then midfielders like Kimmich have a billion touches if they want. But it's hard. It's hard to consistently stay in the game and be within the game while also constantly worrying about running around. Running around is hard, especially how we play. You know, most of the times, look, man, I'll draw it again out for you. Look, here, this is what's wrong with us. This is the whole pitch. That's the halfway line. And these are our players, man. This is our back four. They're all pushing up. As soon as we lose the ball, they're pushing up. And then our midfielders are pushing up. No one's like deciding, oh, I'm just gonna keep the back. You know what? We should just. I don't know what we need to do, but our midfielders are pushing up. Our wingers are pushing inside to press and cut off the lanes. Our fullbacks cut off their wingers, and then our center backs are responsible for their strikers that go in behind. But sometimes there's so much space in here that they just run in between us. I don't know if you can see that. Okay? Look. Our strikers. Our wingers push inside and cover their half spacers. I don't know. Our midfielders cover their two midfielders. Thomas Müller either drops in to be with the press or to cover their CDM. Lewandowski's pressing their center back. And then it's all focused on one side. Our fullbacks are out here. But then there's so much space in between. We need to just fix that by not having the high line. I don't think people saw. But the blame for... I give... Look, here's my equation for blame for that game. All right? You take 100% of the blame, divide it by 50. That's my approximate of the amount of people that are involved in Bayern that were at that game. And then you divide that and you get 2%. Each person gets 2%. Hansi Flick gets 2% of the blame. Kimmich gets 2% of the blame. Every single member of that team gets 2% of the blame. Our coaching staff, each and every single individual gets 2% of the blame. You know, even if you didn't play, you get 2% of the blame. You weren't cheering your team on enough. I don't know. Kimmich as a right back is sketchy to you. What would be sketchy about him being the top assister in the Champions League at right back? I don't know what you'd find sketchy. Yeah, we need to stop the high line. I think we not necessarily just end it, but you need to innovate it. Hey, Real now. Don't worry, okay? I don't think we'll sign Militão. I'm just reporting the news as it said. If you're joining late, according to sources, Go and Spox, they're pretty much saying that Bayern Munich are putting Militão as an alternative to Upamecano. Granted, I think we'll get Upamecano, so Militão pretty much is out of the question, but it could happen. So we'll just wait and see. I can't wait for it. Transfers are always fun. It's not going to be... I was hoping that maybe I'd hear about a loan from January all the way to May or June, like we did with Odriozola from Real Madrid. We have a great relationship. Good relationship, FC. But essentially, I was hoping it'd be a 5-month loan where you use the player for 5 months. You win a treble with them, but we can't win a treble now. So we'll wait and see what happens there. But I don't think the transfer will happen personally. Which basketball team? The Nuggets, because that I live close to them, but you don't have to spam it. After these losses, every coach is analyzing. All they need to do is play long balls, only get caught on one counterattack with a ball over us. Center backs, but I can't blame our center backs for that. I think, yes, we need to drop our line a little bit deeper, just purely off of my... Guys, why did you have to say it? I just read Ollie Werner. Oh, I remember everything now. We lost to Ollie Werner. Oh, no. Ollie Werner, no. I can never make fun of Timo Werner. I can never make fun of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Oh, no. Why'd you have to type the comment, man? Oh, no. We lost to a manager named Ollie Werner. Oh, the Chelsea fans are laughing at us, saying you lost to Werner. Oh, no. I bet, what if that guy's like Timo Werner's cousin? His name is Ollie Werner. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I make fun of him on this channel. Timo Black Hole Eyes Werner. I make fun of him all the time. I love making fun of Timo Werner, but I can't make fun of him with a serious face now because we lost to a team coached by Ole Werner. I can't do this. Can't do this. All right, what's happening with the Bundesliga this weekend? I know we're playing Freiburg on Sunday. Sunday. It's not how it works, George. Why? Tasmania, Berlin remain German Bundesliga's worst ever team and are proud of it. Yeah, what? That's weird. Wait. Oh, shoot. This could be a nice game. Leverkusen versus Union Berlin. Let's see what's happening there. Why is it that whenever I want to watch a specific player, they're never playing? Like, I want to watch Witz. I want to watch him. But maybe I might catch that game. But tomorrow, Hertha Berlin, Bayern, of course, on a Sunday. Hopefully we get done before I need to go to church. We're playing Leipzig. Leipzig are playing Wolfsburg away from home. Dortmund are playing Mainz. We know how that game will end. Augsburg playing Werder Bremen. Who cares? Schalke are playing Frankfurt. Wait, did Schalke get back to winning ways? Man, it feels like we played more games than we did because of the game this weekend. But Bayern are on a 2-game losing streak. We have lost twice in a row now. Can we make it 3 times? Frankfurt's going to be tough. Or Freiburg. Did you watch AS Comp's video on news? Of course I watch it. What do you think is the main reason Roca is not getting playing time and Richards hasn't been associated with the first team since December 1st? Wow, December 1st. He would have been on the bench, right? Well, on Roca, I don't know why. I think Roca needs time. He's coming from Espanyol. That's a different team, different system. So when we fully see him play for Bayern, I'm not going to consider this season. I'll give him 2 years. Seriously, I will, And then he'll prove himself. Roca will prove all of you wrong, or anyone that doesn't like Roca. He'll prove all of you wrong, and you'll all love him at that point. He's amazing. He's amazing. All right, well, I got to go. Thank you, everyone, so much for tuning in. Today has been good. All right. Militão is literally the young Dante. Nah. No. Don't do that to him. Don't do that to him. Guys. Oh, is this Frank Kessie guy a right back? Hey, we need to go to Italy for some right backs. Frank Kessie. Is he a right back? Tell me he's a right back. Central midfielder. No. I want a right back. Oh, there's Riddle back who had a clip made of him. He looks average to me. I don't know what everyone is talking about. So, I guess our scouting never worked. I guess everyone else is just as clueless as me. We do not know who we genuinely need to get for right back. But Mia, and peace.